Hey team, how's it going? I'm Corey, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do some Rust coding on a new project that a coworker gave me an idea for. So at work this week we upgraded some of our Zoom accounts to the paid plan so that we don't have time limits. But one of my coworkers kind of enjoyed the 40-minute time limit to make sure that meetings ended on time. So today we're going to be working on a new app to basically bring back that functionality. The idea here is that we're going to make a Zoom app that will just kind of end your meetings after a set amount of time. We're going to call it Just Adios, or Corey JA's Just Adios, to get that nice CJA acronym going on. And yeah, so I set up a repo already, and I set up a Zoom appy thingy already, just to avoid some of that tedium while we get started. And I put secrets in all the right places, so I shouldn't have to deal with those on stream too much. But before we just dive into that web app, I'm Corey. Thanks for joining me. You can find my site and blog at coreyja.com. And you can check out these bites that I've been launching recently. So these bites are code review challenges, and we've got 3 up so far, with another launching in the next couple days. I have been doing them weekly. I might switch to every other week, give myself just a little bit more time to prepare them each time. But basically, if you click on one of these, you will see these little challenges. So you can click start question here, and you'll get this nice little diff of like a pull request type thing. And you can read through the different changes, and what your job here to do is find the bugs that have been hidden inside these challenges. So you go through, write a comment where you think the bug is, hit submit up at the top up here, and you'll get a score. And you can end up on the leaderboard, and you can see we got 2 submissions for this one so far. And so yeah, and then there's an overall leaderboard for how many you complete. So far, each person has only completed 1. So if you go ahead and complete all 3, you're like almost guaranteed a spot on the leaderboard. So give it a shot. Yeah, so we've got 3 bytes released. Level 00 is a really good starting point. CDN's a fun one because it's a real-life bug that I had on my blog. And this WebSocket chat is a little bit different. These first 2 were fully Rust, and this one layers in some JavaScript on top. So let me know what you think and what you enjoy. And yeah. Okay, with that out of the way, let's dive right into Just Adios, this new app we're going to work on today. So I have the repo set up. I also have it pulled up in my editor. And we're just going to get started. So this is going to be a Rust web app like we always do here. And actually, I don't even have any cargo stuff. So let's do a cargo init in this directory. Gives us a cargo.toml with Just Adios as the name, edition 2021, and no dependencies. And then source is just that. So we can do cargo run now, and it'll give us our nice hello world. And that is what we need to get started. What I usually do to get started on these projects is I really need to make like a template that I can like clone in GitHub or something, but I haven't done that yet. So what I usually end up doing is going to one of my past ones. This is my workflow automation one from a couple streams ago, and stuff where I was working on automating GitHub screenshots for one of my projects. And I'm going to pull in, oh man, most of these dependencies. At least these ones. Oh, but I probably want async traits too. Yeah, I'm going to want chrono. Okay, there we go. How about all of those ones? Oh, and I'm going to want requests. I just don't want... Oh, wow, I want most of these. I'm just going to remove a few. Okay, so the few that we're going to remove here is I don't need GitHub OIDC. That was specific for that project. And I don't need JSON Web Token because those went with the OIDCs. But I think I want basically everything else. We definitely want to use Axum. We're going to use Tokyo. We're going to use my CJA crate to get cron and job stuff all hooked up nicely. Definitely want tracing, Saturday JSON to parse JSON, Saturday with derive so that I can derive it into nice structs. Async trait so I can write traits with async. I might actually not need this because it's built into Rust nowadays, but I'm so used to it that it ends up in my tree a lot. Futures, Axum macros for the nice debug handler macro that we might end up using when I get my syntax wrong. Chrono for some date time stuff, request to make HTTP requests, and IRA for error handling. And let's just do a cargo, we'll do a run, doesn't really matter. Just to get all of these compiling as we get going. And then with that, we might as well copy over just a little bit more from this as well. Let's find our main file. We are going to need an app state, but first let's just copy over our two main functions. We have two main functions here because I'll show you in a second. We have a main that sets up Sentry before we set up Tokyo, and then underscore main, which is like our actual main function. So the sentry setup just likes being run before we get into Tokyo, so that's why that exists. This is not called knowledge, and I actually copied this from a project that was also not called knowledge, so that was wrong. So this one's going to be called Just Adios. Perfect. We are going to set up a database, which I already have environment variables set for. And then, cookie key though, I don't have environment set for. Or generate, which is fine. We can generate one every time in development. Not the best, but totally fine. We do need an app state though. And then, yeah, we need to make some database tables. Okay, so let's first start off. We won't do the database yet because we will get there in just a minute. We'll make a struct. Actually, we're just going to copy it. Oh, that's actually probably right though. We want an app. We want this. We want a struct called appState that implements appState, implements AS, which is from my CJA crate. We're just going to copy that as well. Boop. There we go. Okay. I'm not getting like Rust Analyzer stuff here, which is a little interesting. I'm not sure why. Oops, I didn't mean to click debug there. I'm not sure why we're not getting any Rust Analyzer stuff. That's a little interesting. We will figure that out. Why do I have these random target directories? Let's just delete those. Don't know what those were for. Okay. Cargo build. Oh, no targets specified. Okay. Not sure why it feels like it needs that, because I have a source main file. Oh, I don't have a source main file? Wait, where was I? Wait a second. Oh, oh, wait, what? No. This is a different file. Where was I? Did I just delete it? Did I put it in a target directory and delete it? What just happened? I had a main file. And then and then I deleted it somehow? Okay. Huh. Okay, so I don't have a main file anymore. So let's do most of that again, which is fine. It wasn't like I had done much, but that was a little weird. Copy pasting from this last project. Okay. Cargo build. Okay, we're back to that. Not sure what was going on there, but it looks like we are good to go for the moment. This again wanted to be Just Adios. Okay, and then in our app state, we are going to have a database. We are going to have a cookie key. We're not going to have a GitHub app. That was more for the last one. So again, we don't need to set up that there. And then we don't have all of these modules, which I don't know why, again, it's not mad at me about, but maybe just because we're not getting all the way there. So let's do cargo SQLX db prepare, maybe? Nope, not that. db create. Nice. Okay, and then I think we're also going to need to copy over some of these migrations for, yep, adding cron up and down. Let's just copy them manually. Cargo, SQLX, migrations, create, I think it's add actually. Let's just do this. Perfect, except it never does this, right? I think I could try the -R for reversible, but I've also had problems with that not working right. So we just copy these over. Ideally, they should like come from my CJA crate because that's what manages these. And I should have a way to like do them separately or something. I'm not exactly sure what I want for that, but I definitely don't want to just have to copy paste these all around. So one day we will change that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. That'll work. Just do it. Yep. Jobs and cron. Is it in that order? Nope, it's not. Other order. I'm not sure that it matters the order of those, but that's okay. Migrations run. Oops. Okay, and now we should be able to build. Okay, we at least get farther. Perfect. Yeah, because it doesn't know about all of these modules. Perfect. Okay, so we're just setting up some stuff. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I really should, yep, jobs, routes, cron, and then database. There was a DB one. This is kind of all the stuff that I should set up separately and in a template that I can just reuse every time, because I like this structure a lot. But I haven't done that before. I haven't done that yet. Okay, so let's go to DB. I think there's probably just this one thing for setup database pool. This again actually should probably just come from the CJA crate. Not really a good reason. Just Adios DB migration lock. Yeah, there's no good reason that this is in each app. So we will probably change that at some point. Crons is where we register our crons. We don't really have any crons yet, but we will. Last project didn't even need crons or jobs, but this one will use both. So crons are things that like need to run on a schedule, and jobs are things that need to run in the background, not in a web request. We didn't need either of those last time, but we're going to use both here. We're probably going to have a cron that like checks every minute or something for new meetings that need to be ended, and then it'll run background jobs. All of my crons end up running background jobs. It's just how I like setting everything up. Okay, here is routes. This is the thing we actually need to export from our routes file, or routes module. And let's import this from the crate. Let's import get from Axum routing get. And let's make a, yeah, perfect. Async function home that returns hello world. Let's just have this return an impl into response because I don't care what type it is. And now I can change this without having to change the type of signature. Okay. Are we at a spot where I can cargo run this? Not ruin. Run. Nice. Localhost 3003, I think. Yay, hello world. I set 3003 as the port in an environment file. So that's where we want to go. I'm going to put this up here. Local Just Adios. Perfect. Okay. So that was pretty easy. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is actually, let's write out, let's make a commit. Get basic app setup. This should really be a template I can clone and copy or something. Yep. Okay, but now let's open up our README and let's describe what we are going to do a little bit. So like, it's app to end Zoom meetings after a predetermined amount of time. So I don't know, just like, let's just make a scratchpad area. This will integrate with the Zoom API to end meetings. Auth will be done with OAuth at the user level. We will check for any meetings the user has, and end them if they are active and have been running for longer than X minutes. Something like that. This is, at a very high level, that is what we are aiming to do. So let's just get started, I think. We're going to start with auth. It's always, not always the hardest, but always like a little bit tedious to get started, and it's a good place to start. Scratchpad and README. But I actually think it's going to be relatively simple. The Zoom docs describe pretty standard OAuth, and done that a time or two, so I think we should be good to go. So let's take a quick look. OAuth, it's really pretty simple. We will send people to OAuth authorize with response type of code, our redirect URI, and our client ID. We can send a state, but I don't think we're going to need to for this. They will redirect back to our redirect URI, and then we can exchange what they send us there for a token. Pretty standard OAuth stuff, and we already have the client ID and client secret set in environment variables. So we should be good to go. So actually, let's do that first. So we have our app state. Let's pull out for like a Zoom state. I think that'll work. So Zoom state has a like client ID, which is a string. It's got a client secret, and then it's got, oh man, I want to look in my mvarc file, but I don't want to share the secrets. Is there an easy way to do that? Sure, and allow, well that just, there we go. Zoom client ID, Zoom client secret, Zoom secret token. That's the last one. Secret token. Awesome. Okay, yes, I know you're never constructed, but you're going to be clone and debug. We're going to put you in here. We're going to do impl Zoom state. We're going to give it a function from env that returns one of these. And I bet we can just have this do all of them for us. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Good job, cursor. Okay, Zoom client ID, Zoom client secret, Zoom secret token. Perfect. So we pulled all those out. Let Zoom state from env, add Zoom to our app state. There we go. Now we have all of our Zoom creds everywhere we will need them. Database URL is already pulled out separately. Port we're not going to need directly, and base URL, yeah, we are going to need that for our redirect URLs and stuff. So let's just add that directly to app state. These are going to be pub crate. Yep. And then app state. I'm actually not even sure if I needed those pub crates. Let's leave them off for now. We can add them later if I ended up needing them. Delete till you find a space. Delete till you find a space. Okay, base URL. Let base URL. Set base URL. Perfect. Okay. So we've got all of our app state stuff set up. So let's go ahead and actually we're going to add one more package. We're going to add Maud for HTML rendering. We will add the Axum feature so that we can use it directly in our routes. And instead of this being this will be a HTML macro from Maud. Oops, I like using these brackets. No, we're gonna do, let's have an H1 that says Just Adios. And then, yeah, sure, like a P, welcome to Just Adios, this will have meetings for you, perfect. And then we're gonna have a link. We don't need to say that yet. Oh yeah, something like that though. The authorize, yep. Except href equals Zoom auth URL. We're going to treat that like it's a local variable that will exist by the time we get there. Authorize with Zoom. Let Zoom auth URL. No, not that. Good try though. Zoom.us. Actually, let's just copy it from here. Yeah. OAuth authorize. And then we need, so some query params. Response type is always code. Response type is code, client ID, and redirect URI. So let Zoom redirect URI is, I told it we would have it be OAuth Zoom. And I told it that in my app marketplace. OAuth Zoom. So let's do that. State. import that. That needs to be app state capitalized because it's a type. Oh, change surrounding that to that. Oh man, that didn't work right. Oh, it's if I do it the other way, it does though. Change surrounding that to that. There we go. Perfect. This is Zoom redirect URI. And actually, let's just do it this way. I think it reads a little better. Oh, but I don't have one, and I don't think I can do this, right? Because that's the thing that's a little annoying. It has to be an actual variable. I can't have dots in it like that. Yeah. So I could do let client ID equals that. Yep. Oh yeah, it did know what I wanted to do. Remove that. Like, you know, that's fine. I'm not sure if I like that much better, but it will work. And let's go with cargo watch -x run. Yeah, lots of these things aren't used yet. That's fine. We can go to the thing here and look at that. Okay, if we click authorize with Zoom, that should at least... Cool. Corey is Just Adios would like permission to view a user's meetings, update a meeting status, and view a meeting's chat messages, which is exactly what I want. Allow this app to use my... What does this mean? Allow app to access shared access. When users on an account are given shared access to other user information, such as having scheduling privileges or being given, it is also possible that these may need the same set of expanded permissions to act on behalf of another user. I don't think I'm going to want that, so I'm not going to check that box. I'm also not going to do this yet, just because I haven't set up the second redirects of OAuth, so... So yeah, let's do that first, but it's nice to know that that page is working. Oh, so now we want to make a route for, yep, exactly that. Cool. Zoom OAuth. Okay, so I don't think I need all of these. I do think I need the Zoom redirect URI though, because it tells me that when I'm going to exchange this, request an access token, I'm gonna need the redirect URI again. It's a little silly, but it's fine. This is gonna give me where does it say how this works? Redirects with the as a query parameter. Perfect. So struct Zoom OAuth redirect params, a code, and an optional state. We might not have this, but we might want it later. Let's just remove it for now. We'll just get that back first. Query params like that. Perfect. Import those from Axum. Nice. So then we want to make a access token request to this URL. Okay, so let's do like let access token response equals request builder request builder new URL. Not quite. It's oh wait, no, it is. Oh yeah, I'm one now. It is token. It had the right thing. Because I'm doing this one, OAuth token, yes. And it wants it to be a form. It tells me that. It wants it to be content type form, which is going to be handled by this. And it wants basic auth for my Zoom client ID and client secret. I'm pretty sure this is just how basic auth works. It always gets base 64 encoded, so I don't think I've got to worry about that manually, but we will see in a second. Code is params code, grant type is authorization code, and my redirect URI is that. But I don't really want to have to type my redirect URL multiple times like this, so let's implement that on our Zoom struct. Yep. Oh, I have to give it the base URL. Okay, so then let's actually not do that. Let's impl that on app state. Impl app state function zoom no, Zoom redirect URL. Wait, so yeah, that's fine. I forgot that it actually isn't very Zoom specific at all, but that makes sense why I have it there then. So this is state dot Zoom redirect URL. With a semicolon at the end, sure. Cool. Can do that over here as well. Let Zoom redirect URL reference to Zoom redirect URI URL whatevs. Okay, cool. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that one. Oh, I want a client that I can post to. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that. Oops. There we go. Client. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. This is then client dot post. And I think post takes the URL if I was looking at that correctly. And now I can do things like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is the response. It's a result of a response. And I don't think I can just, well, result of, well, wait a second. CJA, I want to say that I have some error stuff set up to maybe make this easier. Web result? Is that a thing? Oops. And I might not. And then we will deal with error handling later. Okay, we don't. Impl into response. And since this doesn't a result of an impl response and an error, import error, do I have a CJA? No, not a good one. Okay. Impl response and impl into response. Dot map error. So we're going to take the error and turn it into a response. Felt like it was giving me some good answers there, and then I failed to get access token. Oh yeah. Okay. No, let's just to do it. I don't know what I want to do yet. To do. Type annotations. Yeah, okay, so how about this just returns a response? Yep. Into response. Oh, and then this one also, because I have the to do there. They can just both be responses. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Making progress. This is actually a access token response now. Actually, though, I want to make this a status code not found. There we go. Status code not found. Not found. Server error. Internal server error. There we go. Just a 500. Generic 500 for now. And do I want to send this down? No, I don't. I really don't. But then let's do tracing error. Failed to get access token. Oh, but I do want this E here so that I can add it in there. Yeah, like that. Debug style. Perfect. Okay, so now I have my response here. Was it going to send it to me back in? Request body. It does return JSON. Perfect. Like this. Convert it into a struct. It's the Zoom access token response. Zoom token response? Yeah, that's fine. Access token API expires in refresh token scope token type. Perfect. Let token response of that dot JSON await map error. Failed to parse asset token response, access token response. Love it. Don't need these at all. Okay, so now I need to like actually, I'm going to save these to the database for a new user, I think is what we're going to do. This has no real information about the user at all. Okay, that's fine, but I think that means before we save the user, we want to at least get a user ID that we can key off of so that we can know whether we're creating a new user or updating a user, that kind of thing. And they give me these things where I can just do this to get the me information. So let's just do that. I don't need to log it out. So let's do let user response, exactly. Get users me, bearer, auth is the access token, we send it. Failed to get user info, Zoom user, perfect. Okay, so now I have to find the docs for that. Users, APIs, references, user, overview. I got that, sure. Where's just the methods? Yes. Users, get. I just want to like get a user. There we go, perfect. Response. Wow, lots more information than I could possibly care about. Example, perfect. Copy an example. There's a lot here though. And is it not gonna feel like translating this JSON for me? It doesn't want to. Okay, I also just like don't care about most of this information. So let's not have all of it here. ID and email are like, I don't even really need email. I just kind of want ID. Like I'll take display name. Display name sounds good. Oh, account ID is probably useful. Account number, I'll take that. Employee unique ID, don't know if I care about that. JID, that feels like I might want it, kind of. I don't know. Let's like not save it for now. I can always add it later. Oh, I do like pronouns if they're gonna give it to me. Do I care if they're verified? Probably not, right? Still doesn't want to do that. Oh, it's because there's syntax errors here that it doesn't like. I didn't realize that. Okay, so if I didn't have these syntax errors, it probably will now let me... Nope, still doesn't want to let me do that. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure why that's not working. Struct to Zoom user, ID display name, account ID, account number, pronouns option. I don't really know what those ones are going to be, but I like the idea of saving the correct pronouns that the user asked for. Yep. Await, internal server error, failed to parse that, user info with a to-do at the end. That makes sense to me. This, though, needs a debug. Oh, and that. Debug, and let's just give it a clone. We can always clone things. I like being able to clone things. This, it already added the serialize, deserialize for me when I made it from JSON. Love that. Okay, so now we should be able to get a user information, and then the thing that we want to do next is save the user information to the database, and redirect to the home page, probably. We probably also want to like do cookies and sessions and stuff. We might not do that for the first, we will add those, but you know, we'll get there. Okay, but now let's actually finish this to do, because I do want to save the user info to the database. So we're going to need to do new migrations for that, for the users table. Cargo, SQLX, migration, add users. Ooh, and it added up and down for me this time. Love that. Okay. Create table users. ID is a UUID, primary key, default gen random UUID, Zoom ID, display name, account ID, pronouns, pronoun options, created at, updated at. Love those options, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, but I also need the access token. Yeah, I'm just going to stamp them right on here because that is what I want to do. Access token, text not null, refresh token, expires at. Perfect. Drop drop table users. Let's add a to-do.markdown file. Oh, not in, that's fine, I'll move it. To-do dot, oh. Okay, yeah, to-do.markdown, that's nice. Drop it into the root here. To-dos. Encrypt the access and refresh tokens. I'm leaving this as a to-do because like I'm doing something that will make it work but not keep going instead of like the to-do in code that's just not going to work at the moment. Very slight difference, but helps keep me organized just a touch. Okay, so let's actually go back. I already have this up. I have this down. Cargo SQLX migrations ran. What are you mad about in here? Oh, Zoom OAuth. Cool. It doesn't think it works yet. And this is why I can do this. Axum, macro, debug handler. Ah, this needs to be deserializable. Clone. I just like it. There's no reason. Like, that's one of the things for me in Rust web development. I'm fine with making everything clone. If I call clone, I want it just to work. I'm not really like worried about cloning a few strings in this server. It will have more than enough CPU and memory to really not even blink at that. We can remove the debug handler now. I'm actually not sure if it adds any overhead, but whatever. Okay, so we have our users table. Let's like put it into the database. And I'm going to do that because I have this Zoom user thing. Impl Zoom user, and like let's do from get or create db user. Something like that. Get or create db user. Let's just inline it. I can extract it later. That's probably the easier way to do it. So I do want to do though like a struct user, and again I'm going to organize all of this later. ID is a UUID. There we go. It has all of these things. Import chrono for date time. Import chrono UTC. Import UUID. Cool. Okay. So what do I want to do here? This is Zoom user info just to make that easier on myself. Okay, so I want to do a, can I just do an upsert for it? Probably, right? SQLX query as user. Insert into users, values, returning star. That's like kind of close, but it's not exactly what I want. Dot fetch one on reference to state dot db. Actually, let's just do the, I have a method for it. It's like literally the same thing. Oh, I forgot to pull this into scope. I imported as underscore because the name is also app state, which is very, very silly, but failed to insert user into database with our error into response. Perfect. Okay, expected string found I64. Oh, yeah, so account ID, I think, is that the one that's a number? Account number and pronoun option. Integer. Oh, yeah, and then I actually don't have account number. Perfect. Awesome. Revert. Run. Is there a redo? Nope. I feel like there might be, though. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So now... expected I32 found I64. Oh man. Okay. Do I want to make that a big int then? Is that what I want to do? Big int. Big int. revert it, run it. Now are you fine with those types? Yeah, okay. No such field. Has no field account ID. Yep, that's fair. Account ID and account number. Yeah, which is weird, but it's fine. Pronoun options. This is also an I64. Except some of these I made nullable, so that might be wrong for a few of these, but that's okay. We will just get there. Missing structure fields account. No, oh yeah. Pronoun options is a type big int, but expression is a type text. Wait, what? Pronoun options, user info, I64. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's the problem. There we go. Now what? No such field. What? Options string is not satisfied. Yeah. Because these are options, because I'm not positive that they will come back. Required. Yeah, which one are you? Option I64. Okay, so is it that I need to wrap these in some? Some of those? Is that what you're telling me? No, expected enum option string. Oh yeah, it already was an option. Got it. Love it. That was not the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I also need. Oh no, expires in. From timestamp expires in. Yeah, okay. No such field. Which no such field? String implements from all of these things required for option string to implement. Okay, so one of these things in Zoom user. Oh, no, those are the only options. Oh, I see. Better? Struct has no field named created at. Oh, okay. Yep, that's fine. That is true. Created at and updated at. Value move access token as type string, which does not implement the copy trait. That is because up here. Wait, where is it? State Zoom client secret. Yeah. Up here. Reference to that. It's weird that the basic auth thing has a reference to that there, but it's okay. Token response access token. Yes. Token response. Yes. Where do I use you? There we go. Reference to you there. Client ID also needs to be a reference. This is what I get for having Copilot or Cursor just write all this for me. It didn't make any of those things. References. Whew, sorry. Just blanked out what I wanted there. So insert into users values. Returning this. Where do I want? I think the on conflict goes here. On conflict for is it just Zoom ID? I assumed it made it like Zoom. No, we just made it Zoom ID. That's fine. So you have on conflict of Zoom ID. Do update for all of these things. On conflict, do update. I don't think that's the right syntax for this. There's no unique or exclusion constraint matching. Oh yeah. Yep, that's fair. Create index, create unique index on user Zoom ID, revert, and cargo SQLX migration run. Cool. It should be now, though. There is no unique on the on conflict. There is, though. Do I just need to, like, how do I force you to think about it again? There we go. Set display name, account ID, account number, pronouns, pronoun options, access, refresh, expires at updated at. Yeah, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 now. And then does this have a. Oh, do the created ats have defaults? Default now. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay. So now I should let user equals that. This is a, what do I have here? A user, perfect, an actual user struct. Because I already handled the translating it into, or like if map erroring to a response if we don't get it. Okay, so now we actually have our user in the database with the access and refresh token. Okay, but I don't really... Okay, so if I was just doing this not on stream, that would be enough, and I would just look in the database to see if there is an access token and stuff. But I don't really want to show you all any of my access tokens on stream, so I'm going to take just a second and figure out what I want to do next. Like, do I just need to do sessions right now with cookies so that it stays logged in, and then we can just keep apping? Like, probably, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I guess I can just, like, see if it makes it into the database. I don't have pSQL installed. It's not what I wanted either. I don't want PopSQL. Oh, well, not pSQLX. That's fair. Okay, well, do I have DataGrip? I have DataGrip installed. I guess we will use that. Echo database URL. No secrets in this one. It's just a very local one. Okay. New project. New project. Just Adios. This window. Manage data sources. New data source. Postgres. Do not allow that. Test connection. I think I just don't have it downloaded. There was a thing for that. I don't know, it should be downloaded because, like, it should be. Yeah, localhost. Yep. Test. Incorrect driver and or database URL specified. Okay. It's PostgreSQL is what it was looking for there. Perfect. Okay. Just Adios. Let's open the little righty. Oh, it's just right here. Select star from users. Empty. Awesome. Okay, so select, and I can just like not show you the access token here. That's actually easy enough. Okay, so select ID, Zoom ID, expires at display name from users. Yeah, perfect. Hey, Lily and Ruby Rose, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going so far? What are you yelling at me for? Why? Yeah, it's Postgres. Postgres. Okay. I think it just thought display name might be a reserved word for some database schemas or something. Didn't know that, but that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, let's just see if we can log in now. Cargo run. Okay. Browser. App. Homepage loads. Authorize with Zoom. Allow. Failed to parse user info. Okay. Missing field ID. Missing field ID? What do you mean missing field ID? That was like the most basic one. Okay. So I wonder if the response code was not one of these. That's kind of my guess. So there's definitely a chance that I'm going to like debug out things that contain access tokens. It's not really a great way for me to avoid that, if we're being honest, because I just need to debug. So the next best thing that we can do is just rotate them as quickly as possible when this happens. I don't really see an amazing answer besides that. So we didn't parse the user info, which is fair. So let user info text equals the text response. And like, sure, failed to get user info, but like you probably shouldn't get that far. So this is Saturday JSON from string map error. Perfect. Okay. And like I bet the debug bang, if I've been like, is it, yeah, user, well, it's not user response, user response status code. That's all I want here. Yep. Okay. Watch -x run. Okay. Let's try this again. Authorize with Zoom. Allow. Yep, we did know that was gonna happen. 500. No, that was mine. 500 internal server error. Oh wait, so it actually did the same thing? It thinks it 500'd? I also did want this to come out. Like, that was kind of the whole point of this. Oops, and I forgot I was doing that. Ooh! Oh, we're going to Victor Mono? We can go to Victor Mono. I think I might have that installed already. Yeah, because this is the cursive one. Okay, we're gonna make YouTube mad for a little while. I'm okay with it though. Oh man. User font. How do I? Ugh. This is silly. I should know how to do this. User settings. Yeah, that. Font. Oh yeah, see? Look, Victor Mono's even the second choice here. All I gotta do is remove my comic code ligatures. Or let's actually just flip them. Just deleted it? Oh no, it didn't. It just put it at the end there. Cool. Back to Victor Mono. Thanks for redeeming some of your points there. But like not everything changed. Do I just need to like... But some things changed for sure, right? Yeah, most things changed. Okay, for the rest of stream, we will... Oh, I think I have to click accept here. There we go. Mark is complete. Thank you, Lillian. I really liked this one, and I used it for a long time. YouTube doesn't really love the cursive. People say it's less readable, so we went with comic code for a while. But you know, hey, that's what we get for having the ability for users to choose. So if you don't like this font, come into my Twitch and make me change it again. Okay, we were debugging some stuff. We wanted to run watch with X. Homepage, authorize, allow, run into an error. What is our error? Yeah, I know it's a 500. But like, what did we get here? Failed to parse user info. Oh, do I not get my debugs? Because that would be a little silly. Yeah, I might not get the ones I did with debug out. Okay, well, let's just do the easy thing and change them to infos, because that feels easier at the moment than changing my logging. Yeah, you can't change much, but the editor stuff in VS Code between the 10-year-old issue is still open. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. I didn't realize, and I never really thought about it, that this wasn't the same font that everything else was. I just kind of accepted it. That's pretty hilarious, though, that that's been open for approximately forever. Yes, I know you did, but now you should have given me information. 400. Invalid access token. Does not contain scope, user read, user admin, or user read user. Okay, I just need to change my scopes. User read user. I didn't add that scope already? It's fine, I just assumed I did. Fair enough, I did not. User read. Oh, okay, I have to go to add scopes. Got it. User read user. View a user. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Open it back up again. Yeah, this changed too, though. Yeah, that makes sense. The terminal. That's the thing I noticed first. I very, very recently switched from comic code to that for a bit, though have been thinking about making a modification without the cursive italics, as it's also not super friendly for me personally, but it reads very easily for me. Yeah, that's fair. And I think there is, like, Victor Mono, I think even has just a version without the cursive, I feel like. I feel like there's a way just to not do that, but I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not saying something like just immediately. Oh, there's a feature with font I don't like. Can you change it? No, probably not. Perfect. Love that answer. So yeah. Is the issue for allowing outside font in the workbench. Oh, Microsoft VS Code. Yeah, it's fair. It's their project. I forget about that sometimes. But yeah, I kind of thought Victor Mono gave you an option for the non-cursive, but that might not be true. I think the cursive is fun for like comments and things. You know, it's just a little touch of friendliness. That's actually one of the things I really like about coding fonts is they need to have just a touch of like fun to them in some aspect or another. And I think both Comic Code and Victor satisfy that for me, and I really like that. I don't know if I'm at the homepage for a reason that's valid or not. No, I just came back to it. Okay. Authorize. Try again. Okay, but now why'd you fail to parse user info? Because this time, I feel like you should have had authorization. User info. Cool. Missing field account number. Okay, whatever. I don't even care about account number. I just added it because I kind of like assumed it was going to be there. Is account ID here? No. I'm going to go with no. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. I also just don't really care about it. What about pronouns? Are the pronoun things here? Do I have them? I also might just not have them set. I also really don't feel like we're going to need pronouns. I definitely would respect them. Like, if I was going to output pronouns to the UI, I would absolutely try to be respecting them. I just don't think I'm actually going to use that, to be honest. So we might just remove them as well. Okay, removed from there. Now let's, like, make that change everywhere. Okay. Okay. Yes, those aren't used. Those we got rid of. And now we're down to the things that, like, I actually care about a lot more. And it's so much slimmer. Kind of nice. Okay, account ID, account number, pronouns. Yes, I understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not 6. Yeah, we removed 4. That makes sense. Okay. We removed, yes, those 4. Okay. I know they're never read. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. How is everyone's Sunday doing? We're doing good. It's taken us about an hour, and we're getting to the point where we almost have auth working, which is pretty good. As I said when we got started, the auth bits are always some of the most cumbersome. It's not like that they're necessarily super hard, but like they're just a little fiddly sometimes. Missing field access token. Okay, well that's a big one. We really need that access token to be there. Wait a second. Wait a second. We've already made it past this. So did it just not send it to me the second time? Because like wait a sec, I already have a Zoom user in my database. I absolutely have a Zoom user in my database. Oh, that expires at is very wrong. Lillian, okay, so my hunch was right. The Capuchin VS Code extension has settings for disabling italics in keywords and comments, can also make keywords bold, apparently. Ah, that's what you do. Yeah. Because if you don't make the things italics, Victor Mono doesn't make them cursive. That does make sense. And this is going to have an access token. I don't want to share this, but access token is not null. Yeah, of course it's not null. Because why would it be null? It's always true. Yeah, because it has to be, because it's in the database. Okay. So why did it... So just because I requested it again, it doesn't feel like giving me an access token? Because that's silly. Okay, well, we're gonna have to log out that thing and see what it says now. Because like I already have one. Let token response text. Token response text. Oh, and I already fixed that one for me too. Man, cursor's pretty great. I really enjoy it. It's like I only use it for like the Copilot plus. I think they just call it tab now integration, but like it's really cool to get multi-lines, just whole blocks of code just fixed for me. Oh, but then I didn't log it out again, because of course I didn't log it out. Wait, so it's... Oh. Oh, is my browser retrying it? Is my browser trying to be fancy? Come on, browser, don't try to be fancy. That's mean. No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it's retrying it. But I guess let's do change this, because this is also wrong. Redirect to that. Oh yeah, we can do that. User inserted into database user, but I don't want the full user. .id. Oh, I can't do that. I can do this though. Perfect. Building. Okay. Clear out all of this. Authorize with Zoom. Sure. Okay. So it is working. I really think the browser or something was retrying the request, and then we got the get again, and then we did the code again, and Zoom's like, hey, you already did that. And it failed. But it's going through. We can do this. Everything seems to be working just like we wanted it to. I have an access token. I could use that access token first to get a me request. And everything's working good there. Though, this expires in from timestamp. From the number of seconds. Yeah, so that's not what I want. Because expires in is like a thing from now. So I want let expires at equals, can I like do date time now? Okay, so like UTC, there we go. That's more what I'm wanting. Qualify you as a chrono duration. Expires at, there we go. Okay, so this then is expires at. And then if I go to my data grip, expires at is already one of the things I'm logging out without access token. Perfect. Let's see if it updates. Okay, and then we're gonna have to do some cookie session stuff, but we're just gonna copy it from my other apps, so it hopefully isn't too bad. Allow, get redirected back to home. Everything looks great. Expires in there. Expires at, there we go. And let's also do expires at is greater than or equal to now as is expired. Oh, is expired. True. Oh, less than. Is expired false. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and I also have a refresh token if I need to refresh it, so we will probably need to build checking the refresh tokens in a second. But first we need sessions. We need cookies. We need that half of the world here. And I think the best place for me to steal that is actually directly from my blog, probably. I don't know if I have a better spot for that. So let's just browse around here. And, ooh, auth. Perfect. Session. Hey, look at this. So we have admin sessions. Session redirect. Wow, I have all kinds of fun stuff set up here that I totally forgot about. What's a session redirect do? Not sure why session redirect exists. Impl from request parts for a database session. Yeah, okay, that is kind of what I want. Session ID, user ID. Yeah, okay. I think I basically just want this whole file, potentially? Session.rs? Yeah, what if I just take this whole thing? It feels reasonable. Let's figure out how bad of an idea that is. Session.rs. Paste the entire thing in. Oh yeah, it's grayed out because I need to add it to my mod up here. Mod session. We don't need this right now. Okay, we're gonna need tower cookies. Import this from CJA, that's fine. This can be a CJA result. Cargo add tower cookies. Dat features. We definitely want private. I don't know if we want signed. I think we just want private. Okay. What else are you mad about here? Sure. We can just, if we're qualifying already, let's just qualify a little more. Could have done it the other way now. There's a lot of these apparently. Create app state is just. What? I feel like that's not what I wanted. Yeah. This is CJA app state. Oh. Like that? There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay. But now I need this migration that adds sessions because I'm gonna need those. Oh, wait. I'm already in I'm already in CJA? Wait, so do I have DB session that I can just use? Did I not need to do this? Use CJA server DB session? Pubstruct DB session. So yes? Unresolved import. A similar name exists in module session. Oh, The answer is yes. All of this is just in my DB. Okay, that's even cooler. Bye-bye. Bye-bye file. Whoa. Okay. Different conflicting keyboard shortcuts, it seems like. So I actually don't want mod session because I already have a database session that I can kind of just grab from here. So we definitely are going to need the migration, which that lives somewhere else because everything lives in different places in this project. This one's probably the least sane of all of my organizations because it's the oldest. Imagine that. Add sessions. Yeah, perfect. Cargo, migration, add sessions. Oh, SQLX. Perfect. In the up, we add that. And in the down, drop table sessions. A session ID. Oh, yeah. I probably just actually want to drop all the way down here so that I can make this user ID because I do like it a lot better when they're prefixed, when they're the same on both tables. It makes joins and stuff a lot easier. So, cargo, SQLX, migration, revert. Okay, cool. That's all I needed. Run. I should run both of them now. Perfect. Does this actually do the link? Yeah, references users user ID. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now, I think what I can do is go to routes. And now I want to do let session is query as db session. Insert into sessions that, returning that. Yes. Keep going. You can import that from there. Has no field user ID. Oh, yes. User ID. Fair. Fair as well. What are you still mad at? Missing fields, user... Oh, it's probably just because these... Wait. Missing structure fields, user ID. Did it... But, like, my user is still... It has a default still. Do I just need to, like, change you so that you know to try again? I don't think so, though. Missing structure fields user ID. From what? This has it. Where am I missing? Missing structure fields. User ID. No, it's not, though. It's there. Insert into users, blah, blah, blah. Values, blah, blah, blah. On conflict zoom ID, do update set, all of those. I'm not sure what you're mad about. Nothing. Rust analyzer reload. You're not mad about anything. You're just wrong. Cache plan. Yeah, I know, because, like, don't use the cached plan. Yeah, but, like, just don't do that. And it'll be fine. Rust analyzer. Yeah, reload workspace didn't seem like it did anything, though, because still giving me the same error here. But, like, it's wrong, because I can build it. I can probably just run it. Okay, well, let's ignore that for just a moment. Let's see if in home we can... I don't think that's how that's going to work. Like I do have in CJA, I have the database session thingy. So server, session, Like I can do from request parts for DB session. So like I just want a session is an option of a DB session. How about that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. If let some session you're logged in as that, except does when I get a DB session, it doesn't actually, it only gives me the DB session, right? It doesn't give me the user as well, which is like fine, but I do want the user. Okay, I don't have that built in. Let user equals if let some session is session, we try to query it or else we get none. Fetch one. Yeah, that really should be that. There we go. If you run into an error, then just make it a sum. Oh, because we're already in that. I don't need another HTML there. Okay, you're messing up my syntax here. Boop, boop, boop. Except I really just want this to be user. If there's a user dot display name. Okay. That is already a reference, I bet, or I hope, right? This shouldn't, yeah, okay, perfect. Okay. Cargo run. Okay. Go to this. Go to this. Shouldn't tell me I'm logged in because I don't have a session cookie yet. Log in. Allow. Failed to insert session into database. Okay. Let's see what that's about. Null value in column session ID. Oh, okay. Yeah. Default gen random UUID needs to be here as well. Yeah. Revert sessions, add sessions, run the app again, authorize with Zoom, allow, boom, except it didn't work. Like it worked, but like it's not like do I have a cookie? Yeah, I've got a cookie. Doesn't change this every time. So it seems like it's just not pulling it out of the database nicely. But it should. It's in there. It has a cookie. Select star from sessions. Sessions. Okay. It's got a session that links to a user ID. What is going on? And that's like not even in this code, which is going to make it slightly harder to debug if I need to, because all I'm doing is saying, give me a database session. So let's do this. Info bang, session found fetching user, session that with session ID. Yeah, you can add tracing in front of it. That's fine. Yeah, let's see if we have that basically. Now it's gonna do the cookie thing though. Like now it's not gonna my cookie key change. So this time I'm definitely gonna be logged out because it's not gonna be able to parse the cookie. Pretty sure. But that's fine. But if I do it again with the same thing loaded, this is probably why I should add a cookie key so that this doesn't happen every time. user info, insert it into database, redirect it to here, and then I just don't get anything back. Oh, because I don't think I set up cookies. I think there's another step that I just totally forgot about for setting up cookies. Let's go take a look. I think if I were to go and look at my server and look at my servers like HTTP server command, this is where it like boots it. Serve, there we go. I'm looking for middleware, make router with state. I'm looking for something where I have to add the cookie stuff. Oh, but is run server doing that for me? It actually might be. So then what is going on? Run server. Okay. Tower cookies. This. Yeah, layer. I need this layer. I don't think I have this layer anywhere. Cookie manager layer. Are you in here? Where are you in here? What do you mean no matches found? Server mod. Yeah, I do. It is definitely set in my run server thing, which I'm definitely using. Yeah, layer. Cookie manager layer. Okay, so it's being added. Okay. Option of DB session. Fair. Better. Yeah, that's what I have in my thing too. Okay, so let's set up an environment variable for the cookie thing. So let's go to my main file. It's cookie key. And we do that from cookie key. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what the cookie key was here. It doesn't really matter. I just need to copy it from when it booted. Generating a new cookie key. This. Okay, so echo export cookie key equals this. Pipe that to my, not pipe it, but append it to my mvrc file. Env allow echo cookie key. Wouldn't be great to log this out, but this is just local, so it's not really going to matter at all. Okay. Cargo run. It didn't make a new one. Looks like it's using the existing one. That's perfect. Let's just delete you. Now there isn't anything. Authorize with Zoom. Allow. Oh, okay. I never set a cookie. Okay, that makes sense. So where do I need to set the cookie? So like I know when I create my session. Oh, I bet I'm supposed to be using, I bet there's a thing that I should be using instead of doing this. I bet if I look at DB session, I bet that's what the create method is supposed to do, right? Insert into sessions and make the cookie. Totally. I'm supposed to be calling a DB session create instead of this. Let session, yeah, that. Except it doesn't need all of these things. It needs a few more of these than I thought. It needs cookies, so I need to get a cookies from here. But it's not cookie. Oh, maybe that is maybe that is all I needed there. This is just cookies. Is that a reference? Okay, it does want a reference. Cool. Map error. Failed to create session. There we go. And I actually don't even really need the session, I guess, right? I'm just not using it. Okay. We can just create the session. This is going to put it in my cookies. That makes more sense. Watch. Okay. No cookies. They're not supposed to be cookies yet. We do this. We click allow. We come back. Hey, you're logged in as Corey Alexander with a cookie. Love it. Okay. Awesome. User auth with cookies is done. User auth and session cookies are working. Awesome. Okay, so now let's create a page that tries to list out any meetings I have from the Zoom API. We're actually going to probably have to make some Zoom calls in just a minute, which is a good thing why I have another laptop here that is set up with a different Zoom account. So we can do that. Okay, this is all not the prettiest. Yeah, how do I get rid of you? Cached plan must not change result type. Yes, I understand that, but like... SQLX. Doesn't really... Okay. Brew services list. I feel like this might fix it, but this is also silly. Postgres 15. Okay. Brew services restart. PostgreSQL at 15. Brew services. So close. Nope. Right there. Stopping. There we go. Okay. Now are you going to be more happy? Because, like, that does exist. Well, it's back up. At least it should be back up. If it's not back up, we do have a different problem. Nope, it's back up. So many sessions. Every time you click that, you get a new session? Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Boop. Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Cool. User ID. Perfect. One user ID still. Expected to read 5 bytes, got 0 bytes. Okay, you're being a little silly. Cargo run, make sure it runs still, which it should. It should be able to, yeah, it's still gonna run and connect to the database fine. It actually should still be logged in now because I kept my cookie stuff. Love it. Okay. Yeah. So now I think I want to just make let's just make a new route for /meetings. That seems easiest. Let's go to the home. Dot route. Nah, we don't need to log out. It's fine. Meetings. Get meetings. I'm not sure. Like, let's make one, but I don't really want to do anything with it yet, to be honest. Depends on the never fallback, which will fail. Oh, cool. If you're logged in, add a link to meetings. Cool. Session. No, this needs a DB session. Like that. Let users select user, fetch one, perfect. Meetings. Let's just do this a little bit better. Meetings, you're logged in as this. Yeah, perfect. It's fine for now. Oops. Can't do that, but we can do a map error, and then we can do it. Cargo, watch, run. Didn't I just fix that? Oh. It's a response of an impl response and response. Response. Oh, that's not a response. Result. There we go. Oh, yep, need to wrap that in an okay. Actually, I don't think I need this into response because I told it that's just something that returns. Yeah, perfect. Meetings. You're logged in as Corey Alexander. Love it. Okay, let's make an API call to the meetings API. Okay, let's finally make a new module for some Zoom stuff. Mod Zoom. Probably should put more things than this in here, but that's okay. Public, pub to the crate, async function, get meetings. No, don't give it a client. Do give it an access token. Yeah, like that. Let client, this is going to be a request client. Yep. Yeah. Except we don't have that, and we don't have that. This can be a CJA result. Struct meetings. It's gonna be plural meetings. I bet it's gonna have a vec of meetings, but like we'll. Oh, it already had a result. I see. No. We definitely want that. But let's go to the docs. Not the user. Well, is it then still? I don't know. Get a user's token? Oh wow, that's weird. Meeting. Okay, nope. That makes sense, kind of. I want... Oh my gosh, I don't know how these docs work at all. Meeting. REST API. Meetings. Get a meeting. Okay, list meetings. This one. Perfect. Scheduled live. Upcoming. All valid previous. Defaults to scheduled. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. I guess like upcoming is maybe better. I don't know. We're just gonna do this for now. Let's give it an example here. Okay, so it just has... Okay, yeah, that's not bad. This is a meeting. Route 1 here is meeting. Agenda created at duration, host ID, join URL, PMI start time, topic, type, UUID, perfect. Meetings has a meetings. It also has, oops, some of these things. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Comment. Oh my gosh. Comment. Okay, yeah, you could, I guess, just change these to be the right thing. That's fine. Yeah, for pagination, I don't know. We're probably not going to need those right now, but we'll grab them anyways. Found a future. Oh, yeah. Gotta wait. Yep. Map air. No, that one's not going to work. Failed to parse meetings. Not E, though. A tuple of Axum HTTP status code failed to parse meetings. Dot into response. Oh, wait. We're not in that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, this is just that. With that. And that. Yes, that. The trait, oh yeah, this has this does not yet. Oops. There we go. Much better. Okay. Is more private than, oh, okay, yep. Pub crate. Of course there was. For me, yeah, but we want to do an unordered list first. Then I want to do 4 meetings in get meetings await topic. Sure. Import get meetings. I actually would rather do this. Let meetings. That. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Meetings, not meetings. Oh, field's private. Fair enough. Expected this, found this. Yeah. Private. Okay. Public. These all want to be public, though. Public. Oh, come on. Public. Why don't you make all of them public for me? Yeah. There we go. Sure, just make everything public. It's fine. I don't need these to not be public. Okay, that should just list out all my meetings. We're making live HTTP calls in HTTP handlers. Not my favorite, but for this, I think it's probably just fine. Failed to get meetings. Perfect. Missing field page count. Oh, so these are probably optional if they don't exist. Which is why it might have just been better to leave them off, because I don't really care about any of them. No, let's just do it. This is a option. Actually, let's see. Like, it'll just tell me, because it has this nice schema thing. It doesn't tell me at all. It just... feel like this isn't... I don't think it worked. Let response text... is that... debug it out. Saturday... JSON, there we go. I feel like it's just not in the right format. Failed to get meetings. Oh, page count. Total record. No, it's just not there. Okay. Whatever. Page number is also not there, right? Page size total records. Page number, though, is not there. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Silly computers. Yeah, no meetings. Love it. Okay. Let's just do routes. Meetings, P, total meetings, total records. Recompiling. Total meetings 0. Okay. Let's make a new meeting. Zoom. New meeting. Hi. We're in a meeting now. Yes, I know I'm muted, Zoom. Twitch chat. Let me know if opening this Zoom meeting broke something else. I hope it did not, but let me know. Still no meetings. Should have a meeting now. Ah, recompiling. Still no meetings. Definitely should have a meeting. I'm in a meeting currently. Does someone have to join my meeting? That doesn't feel right, but I can do it if that's what we need. Let's turn off the camera. I don't really need the camera, and then you guys don't have to see it here. Nope, I don't want to share. That's just not the button I meant. Yeah, allow it to do that, though, because I do like that. I wanted the, like, invite. Copy invite link. Go over to the other computer really quick and join. Join. Oh, there's a passcode for it? Oh, okay, that's easy. Can I copy it? Nope. A3 Y. Oh, I didn't do that right. QA3 YUX. Verifying. Okay. We're gonna stop that video too because I don't need that. Oh, I have to be let in. Okay, cool. Admit. join audio, but then make sure I'm muted on both because I don't want any weird echo stuff going on here. That would just be unfortunate. Okay, but we have a meeting and we have someone in my meeting. So like, failed to get meetings. Wonder why it failed to get meetings. You've reached, oh, I got rate limited. You've reached the maximum rate limit for this API. That's fair, but like, why is it not showing me my meeting? Like, I'm in a meeting. It's gotta be the same user. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it should be. Authorized with Zoom. Yeah, Corey J Gmail. That's definitely the one I have on this computer. That's definitely the one I'm. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Why don't I have a meeting? Oh, wait. Did I set it for scheduled and it's not a scheduled one? All valid. Oh, it says live meetings. Like, I can change it to live. I can do type live, but like it says it should be working. Meetings. Get meetings. Query. No. Type live. Okay. Failed to get meetings. That's at least different. Missing field agenda. Oh, okay. I see. Option of a string. Yeah, I don't like care about that. I don't care about that. Kind of care about that one. Don't care about that. Okay. How about that? Oh, meeting.topic. That's fair. I explicitly have that being the thing that I log out. ID. Failed to get meetings still. Missing field start time. Okay. Oh, because I bet that's for scheduled meetings, and I don't have a scheduled meeting. Option. What else do I not get? Failed to get meetings. Time zone. I kind of thought that was going to be it. If you don't get a start time, you don't get a time zone. That just like does make sense. Yep. Building, building, built. There we go. Okay. So the scheduled thing just doesn't return live like it says it does. It's just lying to me. Okay. Whatever. Get meetings, and then I want to, let's do this. An enum for meeting type, live and scheduled. Meeting type, meeting type. Impl, query param, perfect. Meeting type.query param, perfect. So then when we call get meetings, we want meeting type of, let's do live because it's what I wanted. Needs to be importable. Pub for the crate. Wait, oh, I didn't want it on the impl. I want it on the enum. Perfect. Routes. Import it from there. Okay, so now I should be able to get both live and scheduled meetings if I ask for them. Okay, so now let's do this status. There's a update meeting status. Put update meeting status. Meeting right. I think I have this. Meetings. Okay. Yep. So let's go to where get meetings is. Ooh, actually, wait. I already have this. Perfect. Impl. Meeting. pub to the crate, an async function called Adios, because that's the project name here. Yes. Yes. No, not that, but like, good try. Let URL equals, it's not recordings though. I want status. Self.id, yep. This becomes URL. It's also not that. I want to put. Oh yeah, and I do need an access token. Is there like a bearer auth? Yeah, I want bearer auth of access token. It's just easier. Cool. But like I do need more than that. I need to give it action. Dot body. What is it? Does it care what I do this as? Application JSON. Thank you. Struct meeting status. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want. Status of a string. Let bodies meeting status end body serialize. Let's also give it a deserialize just to do it, and a debug and a clone. I like all of my things. JSON? Yeah, JSON of body. Expected a reference to it, sure. Reference to some JSON. Remove the await. Wait, oh, send. Now it has the await response. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna say that we don't want anything there. If response that is successful, okay, else failed to end meeting. Yeah. This can just be a array bang. Yay, perfect. Okay, so let's make a route for ending this. I should have been looking at chat to make sure. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that no one told me that you couldn't hear me, because I told you to tell me that, and then I just didn't do anything. Didn't even listen for it. Okay, so let's add a new route. Oh, that's in routes. I really wish this Rust analyzer like restart server. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oops. Let's add a new route. Meetings end. Okay, but I'm gonna make this easy on myself for the moment. This doesn't make sense, but let's just make it a get for end meeting. So end meeting. Yep. Actually, oh, I do need that because I do need to get that. So this one I also want to do a query params, end meeting params, meeting ID, perfect. Okay. Oh, I made that impl on that. Okay, well I can't do that, but that's okay. So let's go back here. I can't make my Adios an impl on that because I only have meeting ID. So public pub to the crate. Async function Adios is meeting ID and access token. Yeah, and then it's basically the entire body of this. Is here. This then is meeting ID. This then is just calling adios. Okay, that's better. Adios with params.meeting ID, user access token, await, redirect to meetings. Expected a nice 64, found a string. Dot try into, oh yeah, dot parse unwrap. Perfect. Let meeting ID equals that, except I don't want that. That was the whole point. Map error. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Running. Oh, I wanted to make this meeting end, meeting ID end. Perfect. Okay, let's pull up my Zoom. Actually, we'll do it on this one so you guys can see too. Here's this. Make it smaller. Minimize you. Okay, so that's a live meeting. We'll make that. We'll do this too. Oh wait, can I do the tiley thingy? Yeah, tiley. Okay, ready? End. Fail to end meeting. Dang, so close. Maybe so close. I don't know. 400, bad request. Okay. Failed to end meeting. Get meetings. No, not get. This one, failed to end meeting. Let text is that. Failed to end meeting text. Yeah. Get the full text of it. Let status. I want it both though, actually. Status text. This. Okay, we've got my meeting. End. Still failed to end it, but that's pretty expected. 400 bad request. That's it? You can give me anything? Just a bad request? It's pretty rude. Yeah, that's pretty rude. Yeah, so it's things that should have given me an error code. Oh, action. Okay, that's fair. Oop. Change in a word action, and this isn't really meeting status. This is like meeting status body. Put. This is really the update meeting status body. Okay. Okay. Bring up Zoom because this one might work this time. Meetings. End. Meeting has been ended. Got it on both computers. That's a success. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now, what do I want to do here? I think I need to do some cron and job stuff. Like all the pieces are basically in place now. Let's actually have this see if it can tell me the duration, because I think I have duration, right? From my meetings thing. It has duration. Yeah, let's print out duration with this. In my routes. Meeting ID with a space, not topic. Duration. Okay. And then right now this should probably say no meetings because I think I'm looking for live meetings. Yep, live meetings, none. Let's make a meeting. And I don't think I need it on both clients. I think that's probably unnecessary. I bet it'll, yep, appear here for 0. Okay, so is that minutes then? Do I have to wait for that to become... Like, do I have to wait a minute before that says anything else? That's like fine. It's a little silly, but it's not a big deal. We can wait. So let's start at least thinking about what I want to do. Oh, duration might just have a default. I bet it has a default. Let's test that theory. In Zoom meeting, if I make you an option of an I-64, then in routes, you're not gonna know what to do here. Okay, dot map toString unwrap or no duration. Not my favorite code, but it'll work. Oh no, it does have a duration of 0. Okay. I guess we just wait a little bit. Oh, or does it have a duration of 0 because no one's in it? That could also be the case. Invite. Copy my invite link. Go to this computer. Zoom. Join. That meeting. I don't like that I have to do the password this way because what if I cancel this? What if I just paste this whole URL into my browser? Yeah, it definitely knows the password if I do it that way. Open Zoom. Yeah, that's just a little bit easier. No video. Join. Admit. Muted. Okay. No, still no duration. Meeting 40 minutes. Okay, but like now let's just give it a minute, I guess. The duration here was kind of the whole thing. Like I was gonna key off that to know when to end the meeting. And I could obviously like calculate this myself, but it's much easier if I don't have to. So there's get meetings. This is the one I was already calling, right? And it returns a, yeah, meeting start time. Duration, the meeting duration. And did I get rid of start time? Or am I still grabbing it? Start time as an option. Let's print it out. No. Start time. No. Unwrap or no start time. But I don't really want that. I want it to be an or else so that I don't have to allocate that every time. Just Rust stuff. No start time. Okay, well, what the hell? Feel like it's just lying to me. I think there's a get exact meeting, which I could definitely use instead here. Does it return anything different though? Oh, it returns a lot of different things. It returns a lot more things. Yeah, it returns a lot more things. Meeting start time. Oh, start time will not be returned if the meeting is an instant meeting. Okay. Yep, so it only works for scheduled. But does that mean duration doesn't work for other ones? Oh, type. Yeah, do I have type? I think I do. Meeting dot type. Oh. Boop boop. And then I think for that type, it's bad syntax. I gotta do the silly Rust. There we go. That's almost definitely gonna tell me that it's an instant meeting. Yep, it's an instant meeting. So do instant meetings not send durations either? Because like I think I've been here for more than a minute now. But I also could get a created at. I don't think I have that created at, but I could. Oh no, I do have created at. Perfect. Okay. So if it's an instant meeting and I have a created at, that's like probably good enough, right? This is such an awful way to do this. Meeting.created at. I don't want topic. Stop trying to add topic. Didn't I get rid of topic? Like, don't I even not have topic as a type of meeting? Like, okay, that wasn't what I wanted. Get meetings. Meetings. Meeting. Yeah, I got rid of topic. It's just not there. Yeah, okay, so there's the start time. Yeah, that's been started for like 5 minutes now. So I don't know why we're still getting a duration of 0. Zoom meeting API duration 0 for live call. I'm gonna call. There are participants with duration value of 0. Yeah, duration. After a minute, the duration will be correct. Oh. There can be a slight delay in processing with this report. Okay, yeah, but that's for attendees. Get meeting report participants. Yeah, but that's okay. That's fine. But like, I don't really. Total duration participants, events for this. Yeah, there we go. Duration. No, like I want to search. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Duration is always 0 even if meeting ended. Since instant meetings do not have a set duration, the duration is 0. You have the record of when the meeting started and you should be able to calculate the... Oh, okay. That's a little weird, but okay. This is intended functionality for instant meetings. The duration in the meeting end event is the scheduled duration for this meeting. The actual meeting duration needs to be calculated by the meeting end time and the meeting start time. Okay, so duration is just not helpful to me at all. Okay, but like we have the created app, so like I can use the created app for the actual duration, which is fine. Public create function live duration. Sure. No, that's just not what I want at all. Okay. Let created at equals parse from string. Let now equals UTC now. Duration as num seconds. You're a so that is a created at. Yeah, so let's do, I still want to do that. Public create function created at. Yep, not an unwrap though. That's a CJA result of it. No unwrap. But it does need a that and then wrap it in and oh yeah, that's fair. That'll work. Could I have just done okay of that though? Yeah. Dot context or with error? With error? Not sure if that's what I want. With error. Adds an error section. dot context. Could not parse created at timestamp. That's probably the right one. I just want to see what else we got here. Parse from, yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, and then this is self dot created at native dot naive UTC. Oh, yeah, this is really a result of an I-64. That's an okay. That doesn't need an as, it's the same thing. CJA result, so I don't have to specify the error type. Oh, and somehow I deleted the whole thing there. Live duration, okay. Back to routes. I do not care about this duration. I would much rather have live duration. Oh yeah, I can't because it's for each one. Okay. Live duration dot map it to a string, unwrap, or no live duration. Cool. Cool. No live duration? Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay, but here's my created at. This is my timestamp. So let's look at that in my parse function, because it's almost definitely in my parse function that I have something wrong. And actually, I think I can do this. At let created at, but I already like have that there. I don't really need that. This is what I get for my created at. Question mark operator is useless here. Oh, yeah, fair. I can just return the context. Year, month, day, time, hours, minutes, seconds. Maybe that's what I want, though. Just with literal the Z there, not that. There we go. Yeah! Now we're counting a thing. Okay. So let's just do the easy peasy version. Let's just have a cron that runs every 30 seconds, looks at all of your meetings and ends any that have been running for more than a minute. Nice and easy. Okay, so let's add a job. We want to struct called check and end 2 long meetings for a user ID, struct user ID string, that. Yeah, okay, so get meetings. The first thing is an access token. So let user equals SQL X query as. Yep. User where user ID. Let user ID equals self.0.0. Yeah. This is then user ID. Fetch one. User ID. Main. Where do I define my user? Oh, it's in routes. Okay. That's not a silly place for it at all. that, import that. Oh, it's private, that's fair. Let's actually move this then. Move you to my main. Not actually sure if that changes that at all. We'll find out in a minute. Import. 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 Routes now need to know how to get a user. Import. Jobs need to know how to get a user. Debug clone. Debug clone. Import UUID. Ah, yes. Serialize, deserialize. Serialize, deserialize. Pass the access token down. Live meetings. For meeting in meetings. Duration. If duration is greater than meeting.adios. Greater than 60 seconds. Meetings.iter. Perfect. So now if there's a meeting that's longer than 60 seconds, we will just adios it. That's gonna run. How often do we want that to run? We need to set up a cron for that. We want to register. Oh yeah, but I guess I want one for all users too, because I made this one for users, which makes sense. Check and end too long meetings. Too long user meetings. And then I guess I also want a struct for just that's gonna run for all users. Let users fetch all 4 users in iter in queue. Wow, so good. In queue takes. Wait, what? Argument 2. Oh, context. The context of this is cron job. Two-string? Yeah, it needs to be a two-string. It's fine. App state dot clone. Need to make a new one each time. The trait, this needs to be all of the things. Perfect. Perfect. Use of unpin bar. Oh, and Q needs to await. Perfect. And now back to cron. Cron registry dot register. Register job. Duration 30 seconds. That needs to be public. Oh, interestingly, they don't all need to be. Yeah, just the ones I want to like refer to from other places. Kind of like that feature. Duration from seconds 30. Import duration. I actually don't know which type of duration I want. Interval duration. What kind of duration are you? You're a core duration. Import duration. This one. I'm mixing and matching. Always fun. Oh, okay. Let registry equals this. Registry.register job. Registry. Mutable registry. Nice. Okay. Do I have one open? It's probably going to be ended relatively immediately if it works. Because crons are enabled. And if things work, this should just go for every user and end all of the meetings. Got some fun. It's like taking a while to compile. I can make this smaller. It doesn't need to like be taking up half the screen here. We can just plop it into the corner a little bit. Oh, I just wasn't scrolled down all the way. Okay. Expected a UUID string. Wait, type null expected a UUID string. How did I, what did I, oh, I know what I did. Oh, I didn't need to quit that. This is the thing that I don't like. This name, I have a conflict. Both of these have the same name because I changed the struct name, but not this. And I didn't do that. So then let's actually go to my data grip and let's do delete, let's do truncate jobs. Truncate jobs. Select star from jobs. No jobs. Run the thing again. Okay, and queued. Meeting ended. Meeting ended. Okay, so now if I just leave this running though, and I just open up a new meeting, and I don't even like turn this off, I think now if we just chill here for about a minute, we should just get this meeting auto-ended on us. It might take up to like 90 seconds really because of how everything is set up. The cron runs every 30 seconds and it checks for a minute. You add those together if the timing was bad and you get about 90 seconds. But like that seemed to work great. Oh, and I do have a topic in these. Okay, just interesting. Oh yeah, there's the join URL. Interesting. It's just in plain text basic. Well, it's not, there's nothing super secretive about that. And except with how I have it set, you have to like... okay, cool. It found that, but it doesn't look like it thinks it was too long yet. So I wonder what happens when I do it with like, I guess I should try my personal meeting link in just a second. Maybe that'll be the next thing we do. Because that I think will do something different. Wait, is it, wait, did it already get ended? Wait, I can't tell. Nope, it's still here. It just wasn't, it just didn't show up where I expected it to. Window. View. I thought there was a way to keep this on top. Oh no. Meeting ended. Okay. That's pretty great. Okay, so let's see what happens though if I use my personal meeting ID. Yeah, use my personal meeting ID. New meeting. Okay, let's look in the web UI for what this says. Okay, so the duration here is just an absurd timestamp. But also the created at is also an absurd timestamp. Because it definitely is going to have occurrences or something, right? Like it just has to have occurrences because this would be crazy if this is the whole thing. Meeting ID, host ID, my meeting room, type 4, duration 0, created at in 2021. Yeah, it just doesn't, and it still got ended. Wait, why is, but I don't have a created at here. So that's interesting, right? Unless that was a different one. Created at. Yeah, it is this one. Oh yeah, it does have a created. It's the created of 2021 because that's when I created my personal meeting ID, I guess. So like that works fine for a one-off meeting, but it doesn't work for personal ID meeting thingies. Which like is okay. It's just a little silly. And also I think this is probably not what I want to call meeting. This is like listed meeting or something, right? Like this is just the meeting from the list. Because I think what I'm going to want to do is write a function on listed meeting, public create function get full meeting. That's just going to hit the meetings endpoint with this ID with my access token. It is an async function. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So then this is so but no, like I don't want anything. What do I care about? I do care about the type because that's important to me. I don't really care about the host ID. I do sometimes care about the start time. I don't care about duration. I don't care about those things. What I do care about, I think, is occurrences, which is a vec of meeting occurrence. Where struct meeting occurrence maybe has something like that. I actually don't know. Occurrences. Occurrences, yep. These have a duration, an occurrence ID, a start time. Let's add an occurrence ID. Yep. Start time, duration. Yeah. Yeah, do you think I can just parse these into these? We'll find out in a minute. Yep, I do want those. Yep. I also want debug and clone. Debug, clone. Debug, clone. Perfect. Okay. Get full meeting. Text Serde from string is more private. Pub crate. Pub. 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 Ah. Pub crate. Get full meeting. Okay. Yes. So. Let's just do it in my route for the moment because it's okay. I'm only gonna have one. Let first meeting. Yep. Oh no, I don't actually no. How do I want to do this? I think I do just kind of want to see what comes back with it. So let's just do let full meetings equal meetings into inner map meetings meeting dot get full meeting collect to a vec. Used await is used inside non-async closure. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, no, but I do need the wait thing. Yeah, like I do want to wait here. Oh wait, how do I? Yeah, what is the fix for this? I don't think that's what I want. A vec of join handles. Sponsored returning a join handle to it. Yeah. I don't really think I like that answer. So like let's just do it the sillier way. It's just a vec. For meeting in meetings, push the full meeting. There we go. Much better. Couldn't convert. Oh yeah, that's fair. Dot map error. Come on, write some code for me. Failed to get full meeting. Perfect. Full meetings. Live duration. Oh yeah, okay. Start time we just know we have now. Is that true? It doesn't say, it just says start time. It gives me no information. Thanks. Oh, yeah, also, like, full meeting probably has a lot more information than I gave it credit for, right? Because it has everything that the other one has. I just didn't add all of these to it. Like, it also does have a duration. Format bang. Meeting. Yeah. That'll work. Okay. No meetings. Zoom. This is with my personal access token. Make a new meeting. Meetings. Failed to get full meeting. Okay, cool. Missing start time. Okay, yeah, they don't always have a start time. Of course not. Get full meeting. Meeting. Option. Still failed to get full meeting? Missing field occurrences. Yeah, okay. But it still got ended. Wait, but if it doesn't have occurrences, then how the hell am I supposed to actually know what the frick is going on here? You're telling me it doesn't have occurrences? Okay, well, what the hell? What do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't have occurrences? For recurring meetings. Okay, but what if it's not a recurring meeting? What if it's a... Start time will not be returned if it's an instant meeting. Okay, so is it returned though for a... No, but it says no, right? It literally doesn't have a start time. Start time, none. Zoom, API, get start. Yep. Get start time for PMI. Yeah, understanding these. It's just a label used for whatever meetings. Not really, though. The sending will be inherited. No, 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 no. Yeah, and their docs don't really give you much information at all. It's just like, I don't know. Status. Yeah, I have a status. Okay. The start URL. Oh, I don't want the start URL though. Start time. Meeting start time. Yeah, well, it's not one of those. It's a... Oh, what about duration then? What if I get duration for a full meeting? Public duration. Oh, I already had a duration. God damn it. Which means it already isn't being returned. Because I already was looking for that. And it says duration none. Well, this is an interesting one. I really just want the full JSON of this somewhere. So let's go to my Zoom, my get full meeting, info bang, response text. Oh wait, I already debug it out in get. Oh, that's get meetings. Debug response text out. There we go. I think the only place I call get full meetings is here. Of course, that ended it. Mega no one. Basically, oh, it's because it's, oh yeah, it's every 30 seconds because it's not that. Okay. My personal access meeting. Status started. Got it. Time zone agenda created out a long time ago. Settings. Yes, there's some settings on it. Great. Man, okay. So it does look like I might have to do something different for these because they don't have a duration or a... So I need to like check for how long people have been in them or something. Because I saw someone doing that, right? So like I can get the participants. Might need a new endpoint for it, but yes, we can get the meeting ID, we can get the registrants, I'm not sure, participants. No, past meetings. List users that have registered, but what does registered mean? That can require registration. Yeah, I don't want registration. I just want to know who's in the meeting. It's like I want participants, but I don't want past meeting participants. No, the API doesn't return results if there's only one participant in a meeting. You also need a paid account on a pro plan or higher to use this? That seems very silly. I don't want a meeting summary. Like, I just want to know who's in the meeting. Use this object for meeting type with 8. Wow. Okay. So, I don't actually know what to do for these ones. Because it doesn't seem like it's gonna tell me anything exciting about the meeting. Maybe start time, let's try that. Let's go to my cron and let's not register this job for the moment. Let's... Oh, I already have a meeting open? Oh, okay, well. Okay. Let's join it from my other computer. Participants, invite, copy. Admit. Mute me. Okay. Now, like, I have a people in my meeting. No, it doesn't care at all. It doesn't care at all about that. Created, that was a really long time ago. Join URL. Duration 0 there. Of course it is. Man. Meeting invites. In the Zoom API, how can I tell how long a personal meeting, what's it called? Personal meeting room? Personal meeting room, yeah. Personal meeting room meeting has been going for. Get meeting details endpoint. No, I already did that. Look for the start time. No, the start time isn't there. Right? Status started, agenda none, created at start. Yeah, like there just is not a start time here. Yeah, start URL. Start URL. Yeah, they're just, it's not here. Start time is not present. You're correct that start time is not present for personal meeting rooms. It's an important distinction between scheduled, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't provide a straightforward way to return how long it's been going. Get meeting participants. Yeah, what's the get meeting participants endpoint? You have to go to V2 metrics. Okay. There's a metrics endpoint? There's like metrics? API. Metrics? Metrics? For me, guests and hosts have been hidden in the dashboard because it's, I don't, that's fine. Okay, but like, I guess I want to hit this endpoint. Let's see if that works. Okay. So Zoom. Like, I don't even know if get full meeting is super helpful to me, to be honest. Hub create function get participants. It's an async function. Nope. Close though. Meetings. Participants. Saturday JSON value. Because I'm debugging it, right? Yep. Okay. So then in here where I'm doing get full meetings, can I just replace this with get participants? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what I get from participants. I feel like it might just be an error because I don't know if I'm going to have access to that endpoint. Does not contain... Wait, that's an admin endpoint? I don't want an I don't want to have admin endpoints. Oh, man. Okay, well... List meeting participants, yeah. That's not fun. So there's no other... Like, that's it? Oh, meeting participants. I want this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I want. I don't know. Authorize it again, because... Okay, so what if I do just get rid of the metrics? Because I don't know. The metrics does seem silly. All I want to know, this API endpoint is not recognized. So what does this do then? Meeting read participant. Zoom. No, I don't want to report. Get past, get meeting reports, lists, this one. Participants. Meeting API. But it's only past meetings. Oh, report meetings participants? So instead of, okay. I'm assuming these are all V2. Okay, yeah. Report meetings participants. Okay, but like I don't... That's obviously not the one I want either then. Well, I don't want past meetings either. Like I want current meetings. It does not contain meetings, read, list, past participants. Yeah, I don't want that. I have a specific scope though. Like I added a scope for meeting, read, a participant. Oh, fair. View a meeting's participant. Okay, well, what if can I look at myself? How do I do that? Is there a way to like get a specific participant? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. No. Participant. User settings. Okay. Well, not user settings. I want like like I can if it's for myself as a participant, that's fine. I have no problem with that. That'll work perfectly. But like expand all. Archive participants. Nope. No. No. There's only 4 of them. None of those are helpful to me. Nope. Wow. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. Okay, well, it's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping we were going to be able to get like the participants. Like, it's just annoying that we can't do it for this type of meeting. Participants, there's like really... So like, what does this permission do? Like, what is this good for? Why would I want this permission? It doesn't even tell me, like, this is nowhere. There's not an admin one either, just to let you know. And they all have admin after it too, which is interesting. The one I have is not admin scoped. Huh. 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 So it feels like it feels like there's just like an API to use to do this that it tells me, but it tells me it doesn't exist. So like it doesn't seem, but it feels like this API endpoint is not recognized. Yeah, I got that. I've created a meeting and added participants using this. Registered. To get meeting participants, you can use the following endpoints. Get passed. I don't want the report. I guess I want the dashboard. But like I don't want the thing that this goes with. Like I don't want to have this permission. This is an awful permission. Like has admin in it. I can't do it with my user scoped tokens. Dashboard read list meeting participants admin. Yeah, I know. And I can't get that one because it's not one that I can get at all. Well, okay, we might have hit a little bit of a roadblock for now. Think we might be done. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. 1 second. I have a thought. It's not a great thought, but it's a thought. Where's the thingy about events? What events can I get? Add events. Participant joined meeting. Yeah. So, okay, I think I can do it, but it's not going to be clean, and I think we're probably going to wrap up for the day before we get it implemented. Okay, so let's do some cleanup, write some to-dos, and we're going to be done for the day. Let's go to crons. Let's go back to registering this cron job. It's pretty okay. Let's go to Zoom. This get participants doesn't work, so let's delete it. It was a good debugging thing, but it doesn't work at all. And like, I don't know, we can keep get full meeting. It doesn't really help me at all. But let's just clean some stuff up here. This was get full meeting. I don't really think this was helpful, to be honest. Delete. Meeting.meetings. Listed meeting doesn't implement debug. Well, it should. Debug. 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 Perfect. So let's actually just like run it. Might even still have a meeting open. I do. Oh, this is going to cancel it though as soon as the cron runs. Get that quickly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I expected to see here. And then it gets ended. That's fine. I actually wanted to get kicked out of it anyways. Okay, so we know that we can't really use the APIs that I wanted to use here. And let's do one. There's one or two cleanups that I do want to do here. So like live duration. If self dot type equals 2, which one's the this one, API, REST API, meetings, get a meeting, type at the top level. Wow, way more types than I expected. There we go. 4. If it equals 4, return an error. Could not determine the live duration of a personal meeting room meeting. Just to error it out for me better. This is actually probably like only gonna work for instant meetings, to be honest. Yeah, it's like almost only gonna work for an instant meeting if I were to guess. And actually, so okay, let's do this. Let start time. Man, I don't know what I want to do. Like, what is the start time of a scheduled meeting? I'm gonna have to play with it more. Does not equal 1. Oh, let's do this. If it is 4, could not determine because the API created at is the first time the meeting was ever used and no start time is presented. And then we do if self.type does not equal 1, meeting type is not supported. Because 4 is also not supported, but like I know the reason for that, and then anything else besides an instant meeting isn't supported at the moment because they just don't work. But if I go back to this and I don't use my personal meeting ID and I open up a new meeting, we should be able to see the meeting. It has no duration, but it has a created at. And then if I were to change this up really quick in my routes where I'm printing these out, I'm gonna get rid of this endpoint probably, but as we clean up in just a second. Yes, meeting duration, unwrap or -1. Oh wait, it's an I, so I can make it a -1. That'll work okay. -1 means it errored. 49, 50, 51. Yeah, there we go. Once this hits 60, we'll have about 30 seconds, and then the meeting will just be ended. And then if I were to open a personal access token meeting, this would just give me -1 because it doesn't know how to do this. We will wait for a few seconds. I want to see it exit this one. I also don't think I can open another meeting until it does because this meeting is just in progress. We're getting close. It's gotta be running soon. Didn't I add that back? Isn't my cron supposed to be running every 30 seconds? Why aren't you cronning, cron? There we go. A little bit of delay there. Not sure what that was about. I know if I use my personal access meeting, we have a meeting and we just have no idea what the hell the live duration is. Okay, that'll be fine for now. only some meeting types are supported, and basically only the ones that only instant meetings. So yeah, if I schedule one, actually let's just see what happens, I guess, right? Schedule it for 2:30, sure. Meeting ID generated automatically. Go. Copy invite. Open the invite. Oh my gosh, I didn't want that. I really only wanted the URL. New. Paste this in. This is all I care about. Open. Okay. What does this say? -1. Created at. Yeah, so the created at was now... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's what the duration... I forgot. The duration is just... Ooh, start time, though. Okay, so there is a start time, and it looks like it's actually when I joined. Right? No, 18:30. That's when I scheduled it. Yeah, so... Okay. So for non-instant meetings, we need something different. I think the only thing that we can do is the webhook approach that I'm thinking about. Actually, I have an interesting thought. What if I leave this meeting? Leave. Now the live meeting is probably not going to come up here, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, so I'm going to need to do webhooks, and we're actually going to need to listen to events to make this work. I think that's the only way we're going to make this work. Cron to end, what do they call them? Immediate meetings? Immediate meetings, but scheduled and personal meeting room meetings are not supported. I probably could have added the to-do in there, but I did not. Add webhooks for when participants enter a meeting and use that for the start time for non-immediate meetings. No. This means we will have to make decisions about when a meeting is started. Does a single person joining kick off the timer, or is it when the second person joins? Questions like that. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to do it without keeping track of more state. This also means we will need to store this state in the DB, which is fine. We have a DB. It just means we're going to have to store it and record some stuff there, which I didn't really want to have to do. Yeah, that's silly. I need to change it so it doesn't open VS Code and just keeps me in cursor. Don't allow. Add webhook to do. Let's push that up because it's also, I didn't set up auto deploys, which is fine. This app isn't ready to really be run yet. And awesome. Okay. I think we're going to wrap up then. We do have a game plan for going forward, but we didn't get all the way there. Some of these Zoom meeting types just aren't going to work without being stateful. We're going to have to listen for participants joining, record when they joined, and use that as the start time, which is very silly. It's not my favorite, but like it will work. So I think that's the plan. It's either going to be when the first person joins or maybe the second. I think that's probably makes the most sense for these things, right? You have 40 minutes from when the meeting was like full and not just empty, but we can also make that a toggleable thing. Let someone pick which one they want. So yeah, we are gonna get out of here for the day then, but I'll do a little outro here. Thanks for joining me. I'm Corey. I go by CoreyJA online. You can find me at CoreyJA.com. You can find lots of my past streams and videos by clicking on videos here. This one should be uploaded by the afternoon, or if you're watching it on YouTube, it'll definitely be there now. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got for today. I advertised my bites at the beginning. They're little code review challenges. A new one should be coming out this week if you want to play along. We've got 3 out so far, and the 4th one will be live soon. Yeah, I think that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for coming along. I'm excited to work more on this app maybe next week, add some state and some WebSockets, and hopefully we can get this working a little bit nicer. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, team.